Matt, a question that I see getting thrown around a lot through social media, or I'm getting asked, is there's two thoughts out there. Is one, refinance your home with these low rates and make your payment smaller. The second is, no, get a home equity line of credit to get cash out in case we find ourselves on that rainy day where the downturn is there. What's your thought between the two if somebody comes to you and says, hey, should I do one or the other?
I'm going to do three.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so number three. So it depends on what your financial situation is, right?
Right.
So let's say hypothetically, you could have, and you still can, you got to be Johnny on the spot, communicate with your lender, get your financial information and whoever you're working with. You can work with me at Intercap Lending, right?
Sure.
So you guys, my email's matkinson@intercaplending.com. You can put in the subject line radio show with two good-looking guys. I don't know who you are, okay? And if you don't, you can use whoever you want. But what's important is I would consider the third option.
Okay.
If you don't need the cash flow right now, like if saving $300 a month is not a big deal to your financial situation, which is fantastic.
Yep.
I would still refinance. I would pull money out on a fixed rate loan, and I might put that $50,000 or $60,000 in savings, so I have 6 months of reserves.
Nice.
Because you're like, hey, I don't have the $300 a month is not a big deal to me, which is okay. Now let's say the $300 a month is a big deal to you. I would totally refinance your existing debt, or I would refinance your existing debt and pay off all your consumer debt so then you save more money. The best option, if you're able to do it, is I would actually consolidate all of your debt. I would actually stick to a spending plan. I'd stick to a spending plan. As you stick to a spending plan, then you know what you're going to spend. And then I would actually get cash out and get a home equity line of credit. What happened during the correction last time is home equity lines of credit, not all of them, but probably, I think I would wonder what the stats are, but just based on me going off remembering talking to consumer, I'd probably say 70 to 80% of people's home equity lines of credit froze.
Yeah, turned off.
Yeah, turned off. And you didn't get a notice. They just said,
yeah,
here you
exactly.
go. You do not have access to this any longer.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, another thing that I would consider is make sure you have 6 months of living expenses saved. Like,
Great
that
idea.
is more crucial now than ever.
Yeah.
Because if you have 6 months of living expenses saved and you have a job loss, you're going to be in a better spot. Now, what happened during the last recession, in my experience talking to people, is those, like, I think, I gotta be honest, the people who, like, needed the work, they were scrambling to go get work immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a mental, like, they got deflated because they couldn't get a job or they couldn't get earned as much income as before. Yesterday I was talking to a real estate investor. They own 6 properties. Right now, one of the borrowers is currently not working by their choice. Not that they got laid off, okay?
Okay.
They're in tech. But the income is like $60,000, give or take a year. This can happen to a lot of people.
Yeah.
My comment with them was like, hey, look, I understand you chose to take a break before this happened.
Yep.
But I would encourage you to go get stability so you don't get a substantial pay decrease by you trying to get a new job.
Right.
So, like, I think if it's easier to keep who you have working versus getting someone new, because if you're able to get someone new, sometimes if the job market shifts in 6 or 12 months, depending on the industry, and we're seeing that right now in hospitality, restaurants, movie theaters, bowling alleys, like recreational things we're doing. Las Vegas is...
No, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I can't even imagine being in Las Vegas either, okay?
Seriously.
So I think it's important to have 6 months of living expenses. Now, let's say you're a real estate investor. As a real estate investor, I'm actually getting capital for 12 months. Now, it's not because I'm fearful, I just want to be prepared. Yeah, and guess what? If I have the capital, I'm not letting it sit in the stock market because that is all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm investing in what I know. And so if that means sitting on cash for 6 or 12 months, that's good. That's allowing you to be disciplined.
Yep.
Because that's good for you to have that much cash. And then guess what? If then there's different opportunities to buy,
yep,
you'll be able to be more selective.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we are going to be talking about a nightmare story and the lesson that can be learned. I've got a story that I want to share with you in regards to a client. It reminds me very much of 2008, but this is happening as we speak. So don't go away. We'll be right back, and we will go into the nightmare story.
Go to my car. In my black bag, there's probably some type of protein bar. That's
With
what
smartphones and technology,
Yeah,
make
okay.
life a little easier. The
Okay,
Snap Leash
walk
has
with
also
us.
been designed to make life a little easier for you and your pup. Whether you're out on a stroll in the park, or possibly a walk through the city, or maybe even a hike up in the mountains, the Snap Leash is the perfect leash for you. The Snap Leash can easily and conveniently convert into 7 types of leashes, making the Snap Leash the most convenient leash in the world. What other leash do you know that is 7 leashes in one? With the Snap Leash having appearances on the Today Show in New York City, TV 47 in Dallas, Texas, and ABC 4 on Midday, Utah, you are definitely going to want to take a peek at what the Snap Leash can do for you and your best friend. Make life a little easier for you and your pup. And visit www.snapleash.com today.